Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Paul. Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on YouTube.
Oh, we're already on YouTube.
Testing, testing. Everybody hear me? Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, can everybody hear me? Welcome to the 2024, our closing ceremonies and our opportunity to really thank those that have given their all. Really quick, I just want to talk a little bit about what's taken place. Some of you, this might be the 6th time that you've been out here. This might be your first, but every year since 2018, we've conducted what we can call the Construction Combine. What the Construction Combine is that in this area, well, let me just tell you a little bit how it came about. I had a conversation with the Builders Association, in particular Nick Jensen. I don't know if he's here, but if he is, I had a good conversation with him. And in that conversation, he's like, we can't find somebody who knows how to even read a tape measure. Can you help us with that? And from that conversation, we developed some ideas of what to do, what type of training we can do. And then in a serendipitous meeting with the store manager of Home Depot, we were able to enlist the assistance of Home Depot. It was kind of funny. I met him, and it was actually in a church. We were at church. And I was like, oh, and his wife was talking to my wife and told him that he worked at Home Depot, and I was like, oh man, I need to talk to you. And he looked at me and says, hey man, we don't even get a discount. And so, but I was like, no, I need to talk to you about this program that we're putting together. And they came on, and Home Depot has been our major partner through this whole thing. And they make it possible for us to be able to. But what the whole reason for doing this is to help bring people into the construction industry. There isn't enough skilled labor in the entire country, but even here in our small part of this great country, there isn't enough. And this is our effort to try to bring people into the skilled trades and give them a pathway to success. And so with that, I want to welcome you. I'm grateful to have you here. We have some dignitaries that are here, in particular Justin Downs. and we have some others. I just like to single out Justin because everybody knows him. But we also have people from our city council and some other areas, and we want to single them or say thank you for coming out. But to the rest of you, we really want to say thank you for coming and making this a part of your afternoon. So with that, I want to go through a quick thank you. So bear with me. This event takes the coordination of over 36 different contractors. Excuse me. 36 different contractors. We have over 16 different trades that are represented. This is a huge event. Tons of coordination. I think we have over 20, maybe 25 plus sponsors for this. This is a big event, and there's so many other entities that get involved, like our the Department of Labor, the City of Pocatello. There's so many events, and I want to take a minute, and so bear with me. I want to just give a shout out to each one of them, and if I miss you, I'm terribly sorry. Please come up afterwards and you can yell at me then. But I just want to say thank you to, and I'm going to start with the contractors. I want to say thank you to Josiah Silverman of Reformation Construction, Rick Johnson of 21st Century Remodeling, Cody Klinger of CCX, Adam Stoddard that represented Rugrat, James Riding with Elite Construction, Cade Lish with Southeast Idaho Sheet Metal Union, Chad Pitcher with Olive Branch. And Chad actually, just really quick, Chad donated some granite step. Is that what we would call it? He lays granite. He puts granite on countertops, and he's added that to these sheds. Josh and Felicia Good from Goodcrete. Justin Downs from TD Concepts. Sam and Ethan from Spring Creek Homes. Riley McButch from McButch Framing. Garrett and Vanessa, Brent and Jim from CM Construction. Ben Johnson from Johnson Consulting. Marty Stark from STS. He named his son Tony, by the way. Betty Pierce from Pierce Plumbing. and her right-hand man, whom we're going to call John Doe from Master Water Plumbing. Jason Woodland from SnapTight. If you get a chance to check out SnapTight, it's a unique, very unique structure. I highly recommend it. Mark Kuchner, who we pulled out of retirement, who's actually the former principal at Independence High School in Blackfoot. Wally Stevens, who's my dad, who's I think the oldest person on the floor today. Is anybody older than 82? I didn't think so. No excuses, right? Colt Evans, one of the teachers, I think, at Soda Springs. Is that right, Colt?
Yeah, he is.
He's already on the bus. He's like, I'm gone. I'm done. No.
He's way back there.
There you go. I'm way back here. It's Soda, right? And then Jeff Christensen. Jeff, he is a jack of all trades. He actually works at the Career Center. And then Sean Clark from Bear Lake, all the way down from Montpelier, came up and brought their students. And so we want to thank them really quick. If we could have all the students from Soda Springs stand up really quick. These students came all the way from Soda. If we could have all the students from Bear Lake stand up. These students came all the way from Bear Lake area. If we could have all the students from Blackfoot and Independence High School stand up. Over here, if you're over here.
Bancroft.
We'll get to Bancroft just a second. Thank you guys for coming. Bancroft, are you here?
They're right there.
Where are they?
Right here.
Standing up? Okay, Bancroft. Like, do we have to? Okay, we'll stand up. What we have students from? Do we have any west of town? American Falls? Nope, they're off our list. No, just kidding. But Pokey High.
Right here.
Excellent. Highland High. Century High. Have I missed any high school? Taro. Could we see, did the Taro students stand up? They're right in the back. They're like, we're too cool for this, man. What are you doing?
No, I'm right here, bro. Right here.
Right, there we are, right there. There we go. Excellent, excellent. So we have an eclectic group of students and individuals that come and participate in this event. And so with that, I just want to say thank you to our contractors, and then really fast, this is an expensive event. We tabulated it one time as actually how expensive it really is. We tabulated to put this entire event on, and when we count in all of the time that the contractors donate, all of the in-kind donations that we receive, like the donuts from Amazing Glaze and the material from Idaho Materials, all of the stuff, it turns into be about $150,000 to put on this event. It's an extremely expensive event, and it's made possible because we have such great donors, and that they're always there. And I think, yeah, let's give them a round of applause. But I wanna list these off, and please forgive me. This is a list, and I want to just talk about each one, or not. I just want to give each one a shout out. Taro, they're involved in this from the up and down, where they provide students, but they also help us with the bathrooms and money to help us make this work. The BCA, our new Justin Downs and Kenny Hill and Christina. I forget your last name, Christina. That's all right. Okay, sorry, Christina. BCA is highly involved in this. ICCU, Lookout Credit Union, Amerititle. They've been a legacy sponsor from day one. Bank of Commerce, Citizens has been a legacy. Cole Chevrolet. You can kind of see these beautiful trucks right here. You got to get a good job so you can afford one of those beautiful trucks. CM Construction. They not only donated money, they supplied trainers in both the building of the sheds and in the roofing station. The Army National Guard. All of these guys over here, let's give them a quick round of applause. Shake their hand when you get a second. Not only did they help us with providing the tools and providing they provided both the lunches, but they also, they've signed that dotted line. Idaho Power, Idaho Materials, Neighbor Works, Pocatello Downtown Lions Club, Red Door, the Shoshone-Bannock Tribes Enterprises, Camp World, excellent. City of Pocatello, really quick, I want to shout out to the City of Pocatello. All these orange buckets that you guys are using, all of that was supplied through a grant that the City of Pocatello manage. So let's give them a really quick round of applause. Okay. Coke, we were able to have Cokes and water. Denny's Record, they'll help us move these sheds to the veterans location. Also Eaton, they'll help us with that. Easy Consignment loaned us this trailer that Annie tried to protect. Rug Rack supplied supplied the material that we were able to use in the flooring. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. It's a long list, and we're in the sun. But I just really want to say thank you to all of you. I was asked by the paper yesterday, they're doing a story about this, and if anybody knows me, if you get between me and a camera and between me and a reporter, you look out, right? But they asked me what my favorite part is about the construction combine. And you could single out a lot of cool things. You could single out the concrete, you could single out the roofing, the framing, all of the different stations. But my favorite part about this is how everybody comes together and we create friendships, and maybe even in some cases lifelong friendships, where we not only are coming and working together here, but turn in and are able to work with other people, work with each other as we go forward in our careers. That's my favorite part about this, is just the sense of community that comes about from what we're doing, and that all of us here are part of that community. And what's cool is these young people that have participated in this construction combine are going to help us build this community. And if that doesn't send chills up your spine, I don't know what will. So guys, with no further ado, I want to turn the time over to Justin Downs. He has an announcement with Kenny Hill, and they have an announcement. While they're walking up here, I want to talk a little bit about who they represent. They represent our Builders Association. And Justin Downs, I like to tease him, but Justin Downs is a very dynamic leader. He wants to make a difference in his community, and everywhere he goes, he just makes a difference. And he's probably really embarrassed. I don't mean to do that to him, but he's really making a big difference in our Builders Association. And I ask you, if you're not part of the Builders Association, please consider it. It makes events like this better. It helps us be able to recruit good contractors, and it helps those contractors be able to network. And then the things that the Builders Association does for you as homeowners, as if you're in the construction industry, is they're at Boise and they're in Washington, D.C. lobbying to make sure that the laws that are passed either help the building industry or surely don't hinder it. And so please, if you're not part of it, please consider being part of the Builders Association. And with that, I'm going to turn the time over to these guys.
Thank you, Scott. So the first thing we'd like to do before I say a couple words is we would like to make a $1,000 donation to the Construction Combine, and thank Scott for all of his efforts in making this happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. So I would like to thank all of you guys for being here. It is crazy to me to know what this looked like in the inception. I remember being around those first couple years and seeing the number of volunteers compared to today. I am extremely impressed with the number of participants, and I am especially grateful for all of the people who volunteer, the vendors, the contractors. And Scott mentioned Justin Downs. He's been a part of this since the inception. Nick Jensen are a couple of big contractors that have been a part of this from the very beginning. I know also there's a number of you who are subcontractors or general contractors who have participated in this for multiple years, and I truly appreciate the effort that you guys put into it and the recognition that you have that this is a great program to help our high school age kids to learn the trades. And it's crazy to me to think about there being 16 different trades represented, and I think it's just awesome. So, and again, thinking about that $150,000 number of the time that's donated, the items that are donated to this cause in this event is just amazing to me. So I don't want to take much of your time, as you guys have been out here for yesterday and today, but Justin and I have discussed a couple of things that we want to give away, and so I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Justin for a few giveaways.
One more thing.
Yeah, sorry. One more thing. Okay, so something that we're currently working on for this year that will be new to Pocatello through the Building Contractors Association is we are fortunate enough this year to have enough funds where this is something that we kind of want to do going forward. But this year we plan to have $5,000 worth of scholarships that will go specifically to kids that are seeking careers in the trades. And so it's something that actually Idle Falls, Twin Falls, and a couple of different local organizations in the state have had success with. And obviously it's something we're passionate about, is seeing these high school kids get into the trades. And so we're working on this program in our local organization this year. And by the end of the year, for sure, we will have that established. And we plan to grow that each year going forward. So just wanted to tell you about that as something that we're excited about coming up. So.
And being a part of the construction combine will be one of those extracurricular activities you can list on your application that will move you to the top of the list. So make sure you do that. So this year we also want to give away some stuff, so you guys never know who's watching you and what you're doing day to day. So we went around and asked a lot of the leads, a lot of the other contractors, who are our top performers. And so we collected those numbers, we put them in this hat, and we're going to give away 4 things for you guys. So these are some of the guys that are going to earn some tools for being a top performer. You want to pick a number out? So hopefully they're still here. Number 56. 56. Anyone? There we go. Good choice. Stay up there, would you? Okay, next. Yeah, it's all one. 55. 55. Anyone? 55. Who's got bucket 55? That's you, bro. Stand over there. Okay. Number 3. I think he might have left. Number 3 left. You gotta go back to school. 83. 83. Right there. That's you. There you go. Stay up there. And lastly, we're going to give away a hat for the BCA. So, number 50. 50. All right. He's wearing a hat. That works. You guys all want to gather right here. We'll take a picture. And Scott, that's all we got, buddy. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much to the BCA. I'll give you a minute to take a good picture, please. That's what's so cool about this. Just giving people an opportunity to do what they do best. So I have one other person I'd like to have come up and say a few things. So I just wanted, before I have her come up though, so our office, just so you're familiar with who we are, we're Idaho State University, but our office is a very unique office. We call ourselves outward facing. And so while we have students, most of our students are not necessarily students at Idaho State University. We call ourselves SWEET because we're called Continuing Education Workforce Training, which if you sound it out, it's not cute, it's sweet. But we have one of, in my opinion, one of the greatest offices you can work for. We have some of the most professional, but yet some of the most hardworking, resourceful people you'll ever. I don't think any of us have ever said no to a request, and we get some wild requests. So before I invite this person up, I do want to take a quick second, if it's okay, just to I want to make a quick shout out to my team, or the team that supports me and supports this construction combine. So in order, I wrote their names down. I know who they are, or I thought I wrote their names down. Yes, I did, right here. So I don't forget. If I get a little emotional, bear with me. That's just kind of who I am. But I want to shout out to our marketing director, Angela Wilhelm. Angela made all of our construction combine marketing material. And she's been with us, just to kind of put in her impact to our team, she's been with us for 2 years, or 2 combines at least. And before, we were getting about 50 students. Now we're over 70. We're well over 70 this year. We were 100 last year. And that's the impact, I think, from Angela. These 2 individuals are probably give some of them, they bleed our office. Blood, sweat, and tears in our office. They give everything in our office. They work so freaking hard, and can't give them enough. But Penny and Shirley, they're back here. They probably don't want to be put on the spot, but they really do deserve a round of applause. They're behind the scenes. They do not like to be in the spotlight. I probably might get in trouble for what I just did, but they work exceptionally hard, not just on the combine, but for everything that we do. They are what you would consider our backbone. Paul Dickey, he's the one that's probably singled you out to do an interview. But Paul makes sure that we have all of this great video. But not only that, some of you kids will get to meet him because he's our apprenticeship coordinator, and he does so much. Aaron, he's also part of that backbone that's behind the scenes. He's our IT guy. And a lot of these guys, they don't get a lot of credit because they are behind the scenes, but they deserve all the credit in the world for making these things happen. And the last 2, I kind of have a special place, I think, in a lot of our hearts, but these last 2 people, they are truly the face of the construction combine. They go everywhere. They do everything. There are people that we rely on to make sure that this event goes off, and that is Annie and Steve Quinton. If we could all give them a big, big round of applause. They truly are the face of this event, and they're there, and we really, really, really appreciate them. So with that, I'm last person on this list, and I should point out Alicia back there, just because she's one of my favorite people, and she's also the nursing director. But before I hand this over, we had a big change in our office. Sorry. Our director left, and they backfilled it. And this person stepped in, and while I thought we had a great group and a great organization, I think we've gotten better. And so I want to introduce Raylyn. She's our director, and if we can give her a round of applause.
Well, thank you. I didn't deserve that, but this has been an amazing event. I have just been astounded to see all of your hard work. I know I've heard reports in the past year that some of the participants weren't as engaged as what we've seen this year. So I want you to give yourselves a big round of applause for coming, showing up, working hard, staying till the end. Thank you. Another big shout out to Home Depot. They've been amazing. Their crew is amazing. They've provided us with materials, with a grant, with space, and really we just couldn't do this without Home Depot. So thank you so very much. And then Scott, of course, didn't take any accolades for himself, but I want to tell you that this event would not have happened with all of his hard work. This is months in the planning, right? Meetings and getting all of the little details, the fine details together. So give Scott, please, a big round of applause. He's been amazing. So thank you all. I think we've hopefully covered everybody here except for our wonderful veterans who will be the shed recipients. So I'm going to turn the time back over to Scott. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is really kind of the cool part of this is kind of the payoff for what we do today. And before we bring these veterans up, I do want to do one really quick thing, so bear with me. So I do put the construction combine together. And you know what, I'm gonna it's something I came up with. I worked with the Rita's predecessor, Brad Landon, who was my partner in doing this. We worked with a lot of different people to put this together. But it does take a lot of sleepless nights. It takes a lot of mental energy. It takes a lot of as a veteran myself, takes a lot of emotional energy, if you will. And you can see that I'm an emotional person sometimes. And I just wanna. She came here today. My wife. Like you can see, I'm emotional. But she has to put up with me, and as you can see, I'm emotional. And so I just want to say thank you to her. She's back there. I won't single her out, but just really grateful for her patience and understanding. And so with that, this is the culmination. And before we bring these veterans up, I want one more thing. I'm a vet too. I served a tour in Iraq, and then I got an easy, fun, chill gig in Pakistan, where I only got blown up a couple of times. I'll tell you that story later. But when you're a vet, a lot of times we don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And when you're a vet, when you're a young man or young woman, you're looking for adventure. You're looking to do something cool, whether that's to get chicks or to get through college or whatever. You're looking to do cool stuff. And so, somewhat naively, you sign these documents. And when you sign these documents, what you in essence have just said to your government and to your people is, I'm willing to give up to and including my life. And sometimes when you're young, your life seems cheap, or you feel invincible. But the older that you get, and the more experience that you have, you begin to realize how valuable life is. And so these vets today, if I could really fast, how many of you are Vietnam era vets? Please give it up for them. These men may or may not have had that opportunity to choose to sign on that dotted line. These men and women didn't come home to a hero's welcome, for whatever reason. And this is one way that we can say thank you. Because at the call of their country, they went. How many of you are Gulf War era veterans? These guys went at the call of their country and had the easiest war that anybody ever fought. No, I'm just kidding. But we're so grateful to them. How many of you are Global War on Terror era veterans? Iraq, Afghanistan. That's my era. These last two groups, I want to point this out. These last two groups voluntarily went to serve their country. There wasn't a draft. They, whether it naively or not, signed that dotted line willingly. All of you, I want to honor you. I want you to know how important you are, how grateful we are, and how much that this little, what we are giving you today is not enough to show our gratitude. But it's something. Before we do this, before we bring you up, I want to turn to you young people, you yellow hats as I've been calling you. I want to tell you how proud I am of you. How important you are. And how much you're needed. If you haven't been told that, we're telling you now. You're the future. And whatever you choose, that future's been paid for. It's now your turn to pay it for the next generation. We're really grateful to you, and I want you to know how proud we are of you. So with that, I'd like to have our veterans come up. If we could have Mark, Quentin, if you could come up. Mark is a National Guard Army. Mark, if you can come. Do you come? Well, let's have all of them come up together if that's okay.
Well, we usually use team one to take that. Okay. Come over this way.
Let's go. If we could have Donovan Mills, please come up. Donovan, we won't hold it back that you're a Marine. Just go ahead. Chris Shaw, if we could have you come up. No, wait, this is Navy. Never mind. Can't you just come right there? Roger Seeley, if we could have you come up. Roger Seeley is being represented by his grandson. What is your name again? Matthew Olson. Cale Bergenson, if we could have you come up. Thank you.
This is Gary Davis.
Gary Davis, if we could have you come up. It looks like, Gary, you served both in the Army and the Navy. Do you not have any loyalty? I can talk to them that way because I'm a veteran too, okay? Don't call me tonight at like 7 o'clock upset that I was teasing these guys. Tim Christensen, can we have you come up? Dennis Manhart, if we could have you come. Bob Hughes. It's good to finally have another. Right here. It's good to have an Army guy. Got to give Dave Perstupa a hard time. He's Navy. Anthony Saunier. And I said it right, huh? Okay. Just 1 second. And then Dan Thompson, if we could have you come up. If we could have all you guys kind of come together. We want to make sure we get your picture.
Just squeeze in, kind of shoulder to shoulder.
I have one quick administrative, while we're doing that, while you're getting these pictures of these great men and women, I have one quick thing for the participants. Make sure before you leave, we have your certificate over here on this table that's behind us. See these young ladies over here that are waving their hands? Penny and Shirley, make sure you get your certificate before you go, okay? And there's cookies too. Don't take too many because I want the rest of them, all right? So, okay. But, so with that, we're gonna, if I could have team one stand up, please. Team one. If you don't remember your team, we failed you.
The ones that built this shed.
The ones that built this shed right here. I think that Chad picture, is this your shed here? Chad and Rick too. Rick, are you on that team as well? If I could have you guys come and take Mark Quentin and present him with his shed. So if you guys could come over here, take Mark to his shed and give that to him, share it with them. Go ahead and we can give them a round of applause. If I could have team 2 stand up. Team 2, who is our team lead for team 2? All right, Josiah, get your team together. Team 2, If I could have you take Chris Shaw.
We haven't called one.
Haven't called you yet. That's team one.
Just take him down?
Yeah, just take your team and take Chris Shaw to his shed. Chris Shaw, could we have you come? You're with me. There you go. You're Navy. Okay, all right, sorry. Backbone of the Navy. Rod, team 3, could I have team 3 stand up? Who is the team lead for team 3? Dad?
Yeah, come on, you guys.
Okay, Jeff Christensen, team 3. This is an all-star team right here. This is.
Stepping stone. Rapid set.
If you guys could take Roger Seeley. Roger Seeley, if you'll come, or I forget your name again. Matthew, if you come with team 3 and present Matthew with his shed. Cale Bergens, or excuse me, team 4. Could I have team 4 stand up? Who's the team lead for team 4? Who is team 4's team lead? One, two. It's the third one down on this side, actually. Is that yours, Sam? All right, shed 4. If you guys could take Cale Bergensen. Cale Bergensen.
Army, Marine Corps.
Sam, if you'll take Cale and present him with his shed. Team 5, could we have Team 5 stand up? Team 5, will you guys take Gary Davis? Take him to his shed and present him his shed.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Team 6, could I have Team 6 stand up? Who's Team 6? Who's your team lead? Okay. If you could have
Donovan Mills.
take Donovan Mills to his shed, will you run over and get
Grab
a
a
Marine Corps set? Yeah, just right over there, rapid set. Get a Marine Corps one.
And mention rapid set is giving.
Oh, excuse me. Why we're sending kids over to grab something? Rapid set is made little medallions out of concrete of each individual branch of the military. Team 7. Could I have Team 7 stand up? Team 7. Tim, will you take Tim Christensen to his shed and present it to him? Excellent, excellent. 10, 8, correct? Could I have Team 8 stand up? Team 8, will you take Dennis Manhart to his shed and present it to him? Team 9, could I have Team 9 stand up? Come over here, guys. Team 9. Bob Hughes. Will you take Bob Hughes and present him with his shed? And will you go get an Army medallion? Excellent. Go ahead and take him to his shed if you'll follow these great young people. Team 10. Team 10. Could I have Team 10? Will you guys take and present Alan Sonnier with his shed? Will you run over and get is it Army or Navy? Will you go get a Navy? And then Team 11. Could we have a Team 11 stand up? Couple of last guys. Team 11. Could you guys take Dan Thompson to his shed? And then I have one more shed to present, and it's really cool. I want to just really quick. I want to just kind of point this out. Snap Tight found out about the construction combine about 2 weeks ago. Called me up. It's like, hey, we want to be part of it. I was like, we'd love to have you be part of it. Told them about it, and they're like, a couple of days later, they're like, we're going to build a shed. Send us the specs. We want to build it with our materials. And so Kevin Anderson, from Paul, Idaho. Is Kevin here? That's right. James Riding is going to accept it for him. And it's really cool. If you get a chance, please come over and check out this shed. It's made out of styrofoam and stucco and regular building. Unique shed. And so we're really excited to be able to present that. And so with that, while all these guys are sharing, I just remembered they told me if somebody has come across a black iPhone, if you'll bring it over to the, we're missing a black iPhone. I don't remember what generation it is, or if we even know, but it's over. If you can bring it over to this open trailer, you can come across it. I always do this. I always forget something. One of the cool things about this event is that we try to cross the discipline as we possibly can. If we had the nurses from the nursing program, but I don't think. Let's go around this way.
Thank you. I don't photo well.
Yeah, you're great. The sunglasses help a ton.
Yeah.
Hopefully I got it. Yeah, thank you.
I retired. That's what I was saying. The 8th was my 2-year mark. I was telling her
So more than 20 years?
He's too shy to say, but you want to see it. The chief is the spot.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Hey, your hands are kind of full. Is there any way you can get a picture?
I
can ask somebody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
Can you take a picture?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Shaw. You want us to pick it up and put it on the back of your truck now, or later?
I want to see you just pick it up.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think we should pass on that one and leave our backs intact. So.
This is his man.
Yeah.
Yeah.